Welcome to the Church of Thomas. This one is called Gifts, 12/25/09. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the kind that's wrapped up in paper. I'm going to be talking about something called talents. Now, in today's way of thinking, talents are something that is a psychological gift, an ability to do certain things. But in Jesus' time, a talent was 2 years' worth of salary. I'm going to read you a verse to get us started. It's the parable of the talents, Matthew 25:14 through 28. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who calls his servants, entrusting them with his property. To one he gave 5 talents of money, so that'd be 10 years' worth of pay. To another 2 talents, so that'd be 4 years' worth of pay. To another 1 talent, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received the 5 talents went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 more. So also the one with 2 talents gained 2 more. But the man who received 1 talent went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received the 5 talents brought the other 5. Master, you entrusted me with 5 talents. See, I have gained 5 more. The master replied, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with few things, and I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with 2 talents also came. Master, you entrusted me with 2 talents, and I have gained 2 more. And his master replied, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things, and I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share in your master's happiness. Then the man who had received 1 talent came. Master, I knew that you were a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid my talent in the ground. So here it is what belongs to you. His master replied, You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I returned, I would have received it back with at least interest. Take the talent from him and give it to the one who has 10 talents. For everyone who has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now, in the modern version of what talents means, it still applies to that verse. If you have a talent that you know about, I mean, there's a lot of people that have talents that they haven't discovered yet, but they're also not looking for them. If you know you have a talent for singing, if you know you have a talent for fixing things, you have a talent for working under the hood of a car, you can make animals behave, you can make tree seeds come up like weeds, like me, then you have a talent. You have an ability that God gave you. If you find a way to use these talents to help others, to use the talent for good, you are doing God's work. If, on the other hand, you take this talent and you go, I'm really good at singing, but if I sing too much, I'm going to have a hoarse throat, and, I'd really hate to lose the talent because I used it. Well, a talent is like a muscle. If it isn't used, it atrophies. It takes on less nourishment, it gets less stimulation, and it loses strength. So talents that you don't use, if you know you have them and you're not using them, you may in the end wind up losing them totally, which is not what God intended. If you have a talent, there's a reason why you have that talent. It wasn't given to you as a third arm. Maybe it was put there for a reason. If you're not sure what the reason is, or if you're uncertain whether you should use this talent, ask God. You might be really surprised at how interesting the answer could be. If you have a talent, it is your responsibility to use it for the betterment of other people and to help in this world. So go out and exercise those talents. Be faithful to God and understand that by using them, you are being a faithful servant. God bless the whole world, no exceptions. Angel alive.